I'm on, and welcome back to Don't Take the Box. Today we have Upcrate's February box for you. It was a short month. I know you will only be seeing this in March, but I did get it in February. It's just developing time that takes a while, so sorry if it causes any delay for you, but I'm happy for its timely arrival. And now I've talked too much already. Let's get it open. The sound is promising, to say the least. Let's give you the first view. Grey. A grey wrapping paper. This I did not anticipate. But first, let's check what's underneath the wrapping paper. Something pink, the monthly magazine Battle Post, which will also list the supplies, so I'm not going to spoil myself. Like every month, a sheet of sticker that is increasingly diverse, or in, how should I put it, increasingly diverse in styles and colors. Actually quite nice. The no ID sticker. I like that. Then we have this month's artwork by Eleanor Shapiro. Quite a muted color palette. I must say this is not really like the sort of style of decoration or artwork that I would usually go for, but you know, to each his own. And then we get some very soft textured grey paper. You probably can't see it, but it's really, really nice to touch. Let's put this aside somewhere where we can keep it into view. And then lastly, let's open up. It is still quite a big package. Oops, okay. Ooh. Well, I say ooh because I see something that I like, namely color. But to be 100% honest, the colors are pastels, which is really, really not my medium of choice. But we do get some other things as well, so let's check those out. First of all, we get a giant loop water-based marker. For those of you who are not new, a few boxes ago, I think one of the first boxes, Upcrate boxes that I got, also contained several loop markers, but I think those were smaller than this one. This one is actually pretty big. Oof, look at that. I mean, I was going to say, look at that in close-up, but this is really huge. I don't think you will need a close-up. I will take some time though to prep this, because this is a paint marker. We'll have to shake and pump it a while before we can access the colors. Well, the color in this case. I really do like the very bold red though. I'm not sure how practical this will be, but I am quite happy with the color. Anyway. What else do we have? Two Gioconda charcoal pencils by koh-I-Noor Hartmut. Extra charcoal and white coal. So these should be chalky in texture and should work well. with this, which is a set of Rembrandt soft pastel half sticks. That's actually quite good. I mean, even though this is not my medium of choice, I know these aren't cheap. Like I have seen these before in other art subscription boxes, and usually you only get like 5 or like maybe 6, sometimes even only 3, and we get 10 of them. So this is actually pretty good value for money. I will struggle though. I'm just warning you. Once we get to the sketching part, this really isn't my medium of choice. But well, it's a surprise box for a reason, so we'll make the best of it. But now, let's get swatching. First of all, let's get this big boy open. I shook and pumped it off camera because you never know how long this will take. I shook it for quite a while, but I must say the pumping action was very quick. So in my book, that's a good point. And look how even and vibrant this color is. I'm trying not to exaggerate, but I will need some base to check the white pencil anyway, so a thick, oh wait, maybe I should check out a finer line as well. Surprisingly fine actually for such a big nib. Only the cap is not so very easy to work with. But as I said, a surprisingly fine line for such a big nib. I'm quite impressed with that. While I let that dry, I'm going to swatch these colors. Ooh. So they don't come in a plastic case, but in a soft, squishy foam thingy. Let's see, does this list the colors? Actually, it doesn't. Just some numbers on the packaging, so I'll give them some names myself. This looks like a grayish blue, so I will call this Arctic. Very nice. This is like a soft orange, so this will be apricot. This is a very, I wouldn't say dark, but dusty pink. Maybe dusty pink is actually a good enough name as well. Next we have a somewhat lighter pink, which I'm just going to call Girl. Ah, like really one of my favorite colors. Next we have another light blue, which I'm just going to call Sky. Ooh, nice. Then we have a green, which I will call Spring. Next, another one of my favorite colors, some sort of ochreish yellow, which I am going to call ochre because it really closely resembles it. Now onto some darker colors or shades. This is more of a warm neutral grey, or maybe a sort of umber, which I am just going to call Forest Shadow because it also has a slight greenish tint to it. Second to last, we have a sort of dark reddish pastel, which I will very aptly name Wine. And lastly, again very dark, so I can't tell whether this is black or blue. But it proves to be, again, something in between, maybe sort of bluish grey, which I'm just going to call indigo. Now, this paint has dried, so I'm going to test out our charcoal pencils. First, the black. You can really see where the paint hasn't dried enough, but other than that, it does show up pretty well. So the colors are opaque. The most important test is of course the white. Again, same problem, where the paint is still a little wet, it doesn't show up, but where the paint is dry, it shows up really, really well. The white even shows up, maybe not very clearly for you, but I can see it, so I hope it shows up on camera. The white even shows up on the cream colored paper that I'm using to swatch. So actually, for a medium that is really not my thing, I'm quite happy, which I did not think I would ever say, being happy with pastels, but there you have it. Let's get drawing. This month's battle topic is Echo. Some final thoughts. For a medium that I don't like and very seldomly use, I think it went quite well. I mean, obviously I'm very happy with the fact that we got colors, because these are really, really pretty and cute colors. But I do think that you can see in my drawing that I'm not used to it, so the actual blending and sketching that you can usually do with pastels doesn't really come through, because my skills are virtually non-existent. However, I did enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would, so I'm going to mark this as a win anyway. The charcoal pencils were really, really good, and so was the paper. I really did not anticipate enjoying the paper that much. It feels very thin and light, but it withstood all the scratching and rubbing I did, and I did a lot of it. So yeah, quite happy. Medium happy. I had very little use for the marker pen, but I wanted to include it, so I just drew my name or signed my name on the bottom of the picture. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about this box. If you are interested in pastels though, I definitely recommend checking Upcrate out. They usually have some leftover boxes from their subscriptions, and I do think this is a really, really good deal. I think that the pastels that we got by themselves are worth more than this entire box has cost me. If you want to, check them out. Not sponsored, just excited. And I'll hope to see you next week. Bye!